Hello and welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to do this fun project here. And it is a cornflower, just like the one over there in that picture. Cornflowers are really cool because they're actually like little multi flowers coming off of a central spot. And if you look at the one down below there, you can get different color variations also. So we're going to start off with doodling our cornflower. And I'm going to put this one aside and just grab, this was my doodle from last time, my doodle page. So we're just going to move over on that same page and continue doodling. Alrighty, so to doodle a cornflower, cornflowers, bachelor buttons, they're the same thing. Chicory is like the one that I showed last week, which is like this one. Lots of little petals that are more rectangular. Cornflowers are like little individual trumpets with ruffly edges. So what we'll do here first, doodling this cornflower, super easy and for beginners. We'll do the flower and then we'll do one of the little flower heads that's before it's blossomed. So starting off here, we're going to do the very center of this, which is, it actually looks kind of like the bottom of a blueberry. So I'm just going to do sort of an open, ruffly center type of thing. And then I'm going to make these little wobbly triangles from the edge, just coming in like that. Then everything that's down below the petals is going to end up getting colored a dark purple. I'm going to go ahead and put that dark purple in there. And I am doodling this and coloring it as I go. You don't have to. You can doodle all, all on its own first. I'm just trying to sort of get two birds with one stone. And now we're going to be coming out from this area here to make our little, kind of our little trumpets. So I'm just going to start from one and go out like that. And then come in and come in from each corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a little V or upside down V right there. And then on the back side of that, there's like a couple little more V's, like mountains. You're going to put a couple of these on here that are going to be on top or more in focus. So I'm going to come here and do another one like that. And then put my other little V's in. And maybe one more coming off on this side. You notice I'm not making straight lines. None of these are straight lines. And none of these are perfectly exactly the same. Now I'm just going to start filling in here. And I think there's another one that's kind of fully formed. And then I think there's going to be one that's like that. Now see what I did there? All I did was tuck in between here and go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. And that makes it like fill in the flower. Now I'm just going to keep working my way around, letting these be overlapped or not overlapped, making some really big and some that are going to be smaller. Doodling is one of those things that you cannot do it wrong. You cannot make this wrong. Whatever way you do your flowers, see, I'm keeping these really loose. These are loose cornflower. They are not getting fussy. They're not worried about being perfect. Look at that. I didn't get that line where I wanted it. Yeah, make it work. See, we just fill these in. And then I've got room for another one right there that's kind of maybe tucked down. and then wiggle, wiggle. And maybe there's another one where I'm just seeing that much of it. And this one here. Look at that. Now we've got our basic flower. I'm going to put a stem. And I'm going to go ahead and just off of here, go like this. Like that. We're going to make one of those little, the little flower head that's before they've bloomed. And if you want to, you can draw with a pencil first to give yourself your shape. So I'm making kind of a rounded teardrop shape, like that. And then I'm going to put these little petals overlapping, going up. Look at that. They're like little rounded upside down V's. And I think that's good enough. You know what it looks like to me is like little artichokes. Those little tiny artichoke, like a little tiny artichoke flower. Now you can go back in and start putting in details. This is where your doodling and your personal vocabulary for how flowers are supposed to look comes into play. And I'm looking at that going, it's a little bit thicker right here. So I'm just going to make that a little bit darker right there. And that is as quick and easy as I can possibly make this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm doing more of the details with my colored pencils, but you can certainly come back in here and give yourself some details. Look at that. Little details. Doesn't take much. And we've got a completed flower ready for color. A couple of my colored pencils. Now I've got a sort of navy blue, that violet blue, and this more sky blue. These are the Brutfuner Square Pencils. I like them. They stay on my desk. Makes it easy to just grab them. Now, all of the flower petals are going to get colored this blue. And I'm coloring it lightly. Just giving it a quick base coat, basically. And I'm not worried about spaces in between because there's petals that are behind there. So I'm just going to give this a quick and very loose coloring in. I'm kind of paying attention to the outside edge, but I'm not worried about it too much. If I leave some white on the out here on the edges, that's okay, because that just gives me highlights, natural highlights. You are fully able to do this at whatever skill level of coloring you've got, whatever skill level of doodling you've got. You can do this. I know you can do this. And I'm excited to see what you do. I'm excited to hear if you share this with your friends and you share how easy it is to do these sweet little cornflowers. Go and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this video. And if you want to see more doodling, put more doodling down in the comment section. Now, deep in my shadows, I'm going to go in and put some of this darker purpley blue. Just like that. Coloring over the top of that other blue just makes these colors really blend in with each other. Look where you think shadows would be and put the darker colors. If you put little lines on, go ahead and put some of your color in those spaces where you put those extra little detail lines. See how easy this is coming together? And I'm not staying in one spot, and I'm not coloring hard. I am letting just the paper grab a hold of the color how it will. Just like this. Just like this. And look at that. I think I'll grab this little bit brighter green. Just sort of run this green, sort of a chartreuse green, and then a darker olive green. Keeping it fresh and lively, and not worried about keeping those colors in the lines. This little flower head is actually more green with a little touch of some pink. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe even put a little bit of that pink over here in the flowers. Have you seen pink bachelor buttons? Pink cornflowers? I have. So I like putting a little bit of a pop of another color. Actually, I'm going to color that stem a little bit with the pink too. Oh, look at that. So cool. Quick and easy. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little lesson on how to do that cornflower right over there. If you like this, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and I want you to come back here to Deliberately Creative and see more fun doodling. So remember, go out, do something creative, take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you, and I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye-bye.